Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Saturday, June 21st, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I sincerely hope you folks have a truly blessed and wonderful Saturday, and I hope you folks are enjoying your weekend so far. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is a list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. And also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Sunday, as we close out the weekend, as we go into the official first full week of summer, as well as a preview of next weekend. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Saturday night. And of course, officially, today has been the first full day of summer. The summer solstice officially began last night at 9:42 p.m. And in a few minutes, I'll get into my weather segment. But, and of course, today here, on this first full day of summer, good evening to you, Kaylee. How are you doing on this Saturday night? And how was your day today? And of course, I don't have much time to talk to you guys much about anything because of the time, but today was National Selfie Day. Selfies. Selfies. Can we ever get enough of taking pictures? Can we ever get enough of taking them away? On this day, thanks to social media and the smartphone, today has celebrated National Selfie Day to recognize this form of self-portrait shared across the World Wide Web. Today, we encourage everyone to take creative but appropriate selfies and share them on social media. Hashtag National Selfie Day. While the act of taking a selfie may predate social media, smartphones, and the word itself, which is now included in Oxford Dictionary, the popularity of taking these self-portraits keeps increasing, and the ability to take them gets easier all the time. Selfie sticks and multifunctional camera phones make it all too convenient to take these kinds of photographs, as well as group selfies or groupies. Selfies have become so popular. The most common types of selfies are earning names for themselves. Most of them are about documenting a moment in time, though others merely capture a look. They are called selfies after all. They usually feature a single person, and that's the person taking the photo. However, not all of them are about the photographer. So here are a few types of selfies listed. Duck face selfie, car selfie, bathroom selfie, pet selfie, Bessie selfie, foodie selfie, glamour selfie, gym selfie, celebrity selfie, travel selfie, baby selfie, tattoo selfie. So here's how to observe. Take selfies of you and with your friends and family. Post your favorite selfies from travels or from group gatherings. Even if you're not very good at taking selfies, you can Google up with 7 selfie taking tips. Use hashtag National Selfie Day to share on social media. Dr. DJ Rick McNeely founded National Selfie Day in 2014. Here are your other lists of national days from earlier today. Today was National Wagyu Day, National Smoothie Day, Summer's Giving, National Arizona Day, National Day of the Gong. And also today was Go Skateboarding Day, National Daylight Appreciation Day, National Peaches and Cream Day, and also today was World Martini Day. And in addition to that, today was also International Yoga Day, and today also was World Music Day. So those are the list of your following National Day holidays from earlier today, Saturday, June 21st. Due to the very short amount of time that I have left, I'm gonna have to leave out tonight's famous birthday segment. I'll have it for you guys coming up in my video for Monday night. Now, earlier tonight in Game 1 of the Men's College World Series between LSU and Coastal Carolina, LSU has taken LSU is leading the series of 1-0 in the best of 3. Game 2 is tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. in Omaha. Hashtag Gomaha. So, if the Tigers can pull out another win, they win the College World Series. So I'll be watching. I'll be watching and rooting for them. Now let's get to your weather. Now that summer is finally here, let's talk a little bit about typical June heat rainfall to end the month. Daily peak heat index values at above 100 degrees. The further east you go, the more intense the heat gets. Although temperatures will likely be above normal later next week through the end of June, the level of heat in the 4-state region will not be atypical for this time of year, and some periodic heat advisories may be necessary. Enough rainfall is anticipated to keep a local drought largely at bay through the end of the month. That means we should keep those triple digits from happening like we've seen multiple times last summer. And also near normal rainfall is anticipated between now and by the time we get to the closure of the month. So the month actually ends in just over a week from now. Another warm and humid night across the 4-state region with low temperatures mainly in the low to mid 70s. A stray shower or storm cannot be ruled out this evening, but mainly along and south of I-20. So the typical late June warm and muggy conditions and chance for stray shower along and south of I-20, what you see on the right. And of course, at the moment, we were under a heat advisory early in the day, earlier this morning. And of course, it would not be a surprise if another heat advisory were to be issued. And of course, portions of South and Central Arkansas are under a heat advisory, but as of right now, the entire 4-state region is not included. Good evening to you, Kayla. How are you doing on a Saturday night, and how was your day? So, again, we are all quiet here on this Saturday night. We're not seeing a shower. We're not seeing any rain developing. Also, if you look across the southern region of the U.S., we're not experiencing anything. So this is caused by an influence of high pressure, keeping us totally hot, totally high and dry. And of course, I do have the return of rain chances to develop during the upcoming week. Now today you'll notice how hot and how now you'll notice how now today, of course, the heat was unbearable. Now we've seen a mix of clouds and sunshine happening from time to time, and of course it's been another totally hot and dry day. Now we actually maxed at that. Now our high temperature was actually 95 degrees earlier today without rain. So again, we topped out at the year's second. We topped out at the year's. So like for the 4th time this year, we topped out at the year's second highest temperature so far this year. Temperature outside on this Saturday night is 84 degrees with clear skies, humidity 70%. Temperature outside on this Saturday night is 84 degrees with clear skies. Humidity is 70%, dew point is 73 degrees, so it's quite warm and muggy out there this evening. You have a south wind at 6 miles per hour. The barometric with the feels like temperature of 90 degrees, so it feels awfully hot, especially if you've been out and about. Of course, we still have the Let the Good Times Roll Festival happening in Festival Plaza. The final day of that is tomorrow. Barometric pressure is at 30.05 inches of mercury with a 10-mile visibility. Dangerous heat in the central and eastern U.S. Severe thunderstorms in the Great Lakes. Thunderstorms with strong wind gusts and hail will be possible from Michigan to the lower Great Lakes region. A significant and dangerous heat wave will expand from the central U.S. into the eastern U.S. this weekend through much of next week. Numerous daily record highs and warm lows are likely. So you notice that whenever we lack rainfall in the region, especially during the summer months, you know it makes it very easy for the vegetation to dry and easier for vegetation to dry and temperatures to gradually soar easily into the upper 90s to triple digits, which is not uncommon at all. Good evening to you, Kayla. How are you doing? So tonight expect clear. So tonight expect clear and warm conditions as we bottom out at 76 degrees. Of course, that is just more than a few degrees above what our normal low temperature should be this time of year. Now tomorrow, as we wrap up the weekend, going to your Sunday. Now, of course, you notice it, so you're probably going to feel the humidity, especially heading out to church services tomorrow morning. It will be hot with sunshine, with mostly sunny and hot. Remember the dangers of dehydration, heat stroke if you're going to be outside, if you're going to be spending outdoors for an extended period of time. With the feels like temperature of 106, so it would be no surprise if another heat advisory were to go in effect tomorrow for the third day in a row. Now here's what the next 7 to 10 days have in store for us. So much like what we experienced today, expect another rather hot and dry day tomorrow to close out the weekend. So after a clear and warm night for us tonight, now tomorrow going to your Sunday as it close out the weekend, it will be mostly sunny and hot. Remember the dangers of dehydration, heat stroke if you be outside for an extended period of time. Remember to take frequent breaks and drink plenty of water even when you're not thirsty. With the high of 96, low of 76, feels like temperature of 106. We'll have a south wind at 8 miles per hour, no rain is expected. Now Monday, as we go into the start of the upcoming week, expect it will be mostly sunny and hot. Remember, you expect a random pop-up shower thunderstorm or two in the afternoon. And also remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke if you're going to be spending a long period of time outdoors. High of 96, low of 76, feels like temperature 106. We'll have a south-southeast wind at 7 miles per hour, chance by 30%. Tuesday, mostly sunny and very warm. Expect those random pop-up showers and storms develop mostly in the afternoon. High of 95, low of 75. We'll have a southeast wind at 7 miles per hour. Feels like temperature 105, southeast wind 7 miles per hour, chance by 30%. Wednesday, partly sunny, very warm with partly cloudy skies. Expect thunderstorms in the afternoon to pop up. High of 95, low of 74. Winds will be with the feels like temperature 104. We have a southeast wind at 8 miles per hour and 40% chance rains in the forecast for your Wednesday. Thursday, it will be cloudy and very warm with scattered thunderstorms. High of 94, low of 75. Feels like temperature only 99, so Thursday may not be feeling nearly as intense. We'll have a south wind at 7 miles per hour, chance rate 30%. For Friday, partly cloudy and very warm with only a slight chance of a shower thunderstorm or two for your Friday. High of 94, low of 76. We'll have with it feels like temperature 104 of a south wind at 7 miles per hour, chance rate 20%. Now going to next weekend, for next Saturday, which is the 28th, expect partly cloudy skies with a few thunderstorms, especially late in the day. High of 92, low of 75. Winds feels like temperature 103 of a south wind at 8 miles per hour, chance of rain 50%. And looks like going into the closure of next weekend to the following week, start to the following week, we'll have seasonal high temperatures. Only a 20% chance of rain for next Sunday the 29th. No rain expected for Monday the 30th or Tuesday the 1st of July. So looks like our highs will mostly be in the low to mid 90s over within the next week, with not much, very little changes. Highs will be in the low to mid 90s over the next several days, except that next Saturday we'll start lowering it, being a lower 90s, a bit closer to normal. Now heat index values will range anywhere between 105, 106 tomorrow through Wednesday. Only feeling like in the upper 90s for Thursday, and then we're back into the triple digits. The feels like temperatures both Friday and Saturday of next week. Again, no rain expected tomorrow, so it'll be a totally hot and dry day like we saw today. High of 95, but the heat index was 103, so it was a hot one if you've been out and about. They have a 30% chance of rain. Now these aren't major general rain chances. 30% chance of rain for both Monday and Tuesday, 40% Wednesday, 30% Thursday, only a 20% for Friday, and 50% for Saturday in a week. Well, that will be all that I have for you guys here on this Saturday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night, sleep peacefully, take care of yourselves and each other. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.